Well, hello guys, it is Sunday the 23rd of February. I am makeup free, as you can see, chilled out, relaxed day. Really tired actually. I'm not feeling 100%, throat's a bit gripey. So today I thought I would give myself a really nice opportunity to just sit and stitch. So it's like 12 o'clock, it's lunchtime now, so I've had a really slow start to the morning. I've had a bit of a fight with my SD card for the camera with some other uploads I'm doing for my channel, so I've got all of that sorted now. I've ordered a new one, so this is the last time I'll record on this one because I don't trust it anymore. So I'm just going to have a stitchy afternoon, and this is going to sound really sad, but I can't remember the last time I actually sat and stitched for the vast majority of the day. I've been that crazy busy that it's just been literally grasping an hour an evening if I can, if I'm not too tired when I get in from work. So today is the day. So I am going to kind of give you like little update reports periodically throughout the afternoon so you can see what progress I make over this time frame, and yeah, maybe I'll have a little chat with you throughout that. I'm not planning on doing much beyond that. I might take Daisy for a walk later, weather permitting, because if you know anything about the UK, we've had a series of storms. I'll show you my garden furniture in a minute that's collecting down the other end of the garden. But yeah, it's just a very relaxed day that I am delighted to have. So I'll show you the garden furniture, and then I'm going to show you my setup, make a coffee and get started. So I'll see you in a little while. Yeah, there is the garden furniture, all 5 pieces. So over the course of the last week, they've all gradually moved down the garden from the patio area here down the bottom, so they're all pretty much as far as they're gonna get. So as soon as, well, technically I could go and get them today, retrieve them, but I don't know whether the winds are gonna, to be honest. I can't be bothered. So I can sit there for a little while longer for all I care, really. All right, I've got my coffee, which is the most important thing. I'm going to set that down on the table here, and this is my said stitchy spot. I've got the birds in here, so they're going to be very noisy, no doubt. And there's my blanket. It's just about to go on my knee, and then I'm going to get snuggly, and then I'll show you what I'm working on. There we are. Gosh, you know what? I just can't get warm. I think I'm coming down with something, you know, because I've got my blanket on, the heating's on. I swear to God the heating's not working properly. And I'm just cold. So anyway, I am stitching on Royal Games Mirabilia. So this is the first one. You did see this in my most recent monthly update. To be honest, it's the one I've worked on the most, and I haven't really done that much on that, to be fair. So I need to get motoring on for the next couple of weeks and get some serious stitching done. So let me show you what I have been doing and where I'm at. So I've pretty much got the whole of the body. This is her arm on the bottom done. You can see her hand is coming in. I haven't done the back stitching yet. This is where her body, or her chest, and then her head sits down here. So I want to stitch the skin 1/1, but my flesh tones are sitting with my Mirabilia, my Persephone, waiting for me to finish that. So I'll probably end up finishing this before Persephone anyway. And then I am working on the second part of the lady, so the pink Queen of Hearts I've started. So this is the point where I'd got to last night. So I'd started introducing some of those shades. So that's where my starting point for my session will be. So I'm going to work on kind of this area around here with the pink. I'm currently watching White House Farm on the TV. So I'm on the 3rd part of 6. So, yeah, I like to watch series in like a oneer, so I'll often record them. They'll sit on my Skybox for months, and then all of a sudden I'll realise I haven't watched it, because this one started at the beginning of January and I haven't seen it. But it was in the 1980s. It's based on a true story, but I think the thing that's alarming me more than anything is the like absolute lack of forensics that were deployed at that time. And it's not really that long ago. You're only talking 20 years ago, where they actually didn't give a monkey's about forensics and the collection of evidence. It's just like really blowing my mind. But anyway, I'm going to carry on watching that. I'll no doubt be joined with by my furry friend in a moment or two. She's in a bed at the minute. I'm not entirely sure she's very well either. But yeah, I will catch you in a little while. See you in a bit. I'm back. I've been stitching for about an hour and 15, so just wanted to give you a bit of an update. So I have worked more on this sort of puffy sleeve. Her arm actually comes up there. I did accidentally by mistake start stitching her arm 2 over 2 and then realised what I'd done, and I'd kind of picked it back out again. I had only put maybe half a dozen stitches in. So just as a means of reference, I am sort of in this neck of the woods. So I need to go and pull a white skein of thread, because then I can get all of these little bits stitched in. And then there's a whole load of this violet that I'm working on at the minute comes a piece. So there's quite a few big blocks of stitching, so I should be able to make some really good progress in the next stint. But as it's nice and bright outside, I don't know whether you can see, you can now, it's focused, we've got a bit of blue sky. So I'm going to take this little one who was very sleepy and dozy next to me. We're going to both wrap up warm and go for a little wander, I think. Yes, would you like that? Would you like that, my little stitchy friend? Ooh, she's going to kick my stitching box off there. So we're going to go for a little bit of a wander. Noisy birds. And then I'm going to have a bit of lunch, and then I'm going to come back and continue on this. I've got 2 parts of White House Farm to watch, so I'm probably going to watch all of that because that'll take about an hour and a half, and then I'll show you a stitchy progress report. So it's now, what time are we on? About 1:40. So we'll see how long all of that takes, and I'll see you when I've done that. Oh God, it's nice. The sky's amazing, isn't it? A little bit nippy. It's warm in the sun though, but I've come for a bit of a nosy. I mean, the place where I live is just ever expanding, and I've come for a nosy. They're building a whole new Charles Church estate, which is similar to mine, but I just want to go and have a look and see what's happening over this side of the place where I live. I never come down here. Hello, I'm back. Please excuse my hair. I didn't brush it when I took my hat off when I got back, but it's now 5:30. So I've stitched for about another hour and a half. Hang on, that's too dark. Another hour and a half. Finished watching White House Farm. If you've not watched it yet, it'll probably be on ITV Player, I would say. It finished the Wednesday before last. It was a 6-parter that started just after Christmas, so it's well worth a watch if you haven't seen it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it just goes to show like the incompetence of the police like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and you know, some of the corruption that went on with it. It was something I vaguely remembered, but by God, it took them a long time to get to the conclusion they wanted to, or they should have. Let's just say. But yeah, I need to find something else to watch. So I'm thinking of watching the trial of Christine Keeler next. So that was on BBC One. I think it's finished now. And yeah, it's essentially about the government Perfumo affair. So I'm going to learn a little bit more about that in a little bit, because I think that's a 6-parter. So I'm going to show you my progress report. So here we are. I've made some really good progress, I feel, over the last stitching session that I've done. So the majority of this is filled in, and then obviously the bright pink of her dress. I'm not sure that colour's translating as well on the camera. It's a beautiful cerise pink. It is DMC 326. It's so pretty, but it is more pink than it's reading on the camera. So I need to go and hunt out a shade, because there's a fair chunk of it. It's a darker colours in this. Before I sit back down and start my next stint, I'm going to go and locate that. So yeah, I am really happy with how this is progressing. This little one, it's very sleepy, aren't you? Yes. Oh, is it time for a belly rub, Daisy? Oh God, you're so cheap. You're so cheap. Look at the state of this, honestly. Nothing more Daisy likes than snuggles and belly rubbed. But yeah, I'm just, yeah, chilling out. I'm really enjoying it. I'm tired. I don't know whether you can tell in my throat, my voice. I'm absolutely shattered. So yeah, I'm trying to drink as much water as I possibly can. So I've got my soda stream bottle, I've got some sparkling water there, and I'm just trying to drink as much as I can. So as I said, I'm going to go and locate this missing colour, and then I will probably stitch for another hour and then think about having some dinner. So I will come back when I've got the next update on this to show you, so I'll catch you in a little while. There we go, I have stitched for another hour. Let me just lock the stand out. I'm just stitching on my El Bessie lap stand. You've seen it multiple times, and so I've pretty much, bar the beads, so you can see the gaps where the beads need to go, finished the poofy sleeve, and then you can see where her arm will extend and her hand is somewhere around here, and then I'm just kind of working my way around, and her dress will start somewhere in the vicinity of that. So yeah, it's now 7:15. This one is pestering for food, aren't you? And to be honest, I'm a little bit hungry, so I've got a warm me up dinner tonight, which I will show you as I get it ready. So there we are. So I'm having my homemade lentil curry, and I've added prawns to this one, and some broccoli florets. So I actually uploaded the recipe to this on my other channel, so I will link it above and in the comments box below if you're interested in how to make this. But this is just a great recipe that you can just put in the freezer. So this I've just taken literally out of a freezer bag and defrosted, and it's ready to go. So absolutely ideal for days like this where you just want something quick. So I'm going to eat this and return to the stitching. There we are. So I've eaten dinner. That's perked me up a little bit. But while I was eating my dinner, I have watched Danielle Stitcherista's video that she's just released today about how she was scammed for her 20,000 subscriber giveaway. And she's obviously told a tale about how many people with the same name had contacted her claiming to be the winner, and she'd sent them gift cards and it'd been to a scammer. You know, I think it's horrendous what's happened to her, it really is. But if you're ever gonna do a giveaway, you don't announce it in the title that it's a giveaway, because she's even said herself on there are trolls who look specifically for giveaway titles and enter the competitions irrespective of whether or not they watch your channel or whatever they do. And this is a classic case of exactly what's happened. I mean, they're quite a sophisticated group of people. Do you know what I mean? When you think about scammers in general, they're not just your average Joes who sort of sit messing around with a laptop. These are professional outfits who will go out to get money kind of unscrupulously, and they do. I mean, I remember doing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway maybe 2 years ago or something like that, and I didn't announce it in the title. And when I asked people to write comments in, I specifically asked them not to put giveaway in the comments, because it's all the search words that people are using. So if you blazon across your thumbnail that it's a giveaway, you're kind of setting yourself up, to be fair. And although I feel really sorry for Danielle and what's happened to her, I think you've just got to be careful and not put them in. And when I gave mine away, you know, it didn't go to the people who will always comment, you know, because you either watch the upload or you don't, and it might be the one that you miss. Well, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? If you don't watch the video where the giveaway's done, then you're not entered, are you? So it's kind of one of those things. I mean, if I ever do a giveaway again, which I may do at some point, I will not announce it, and it'll be for the people who watch that video, not you know, for general public and scammers to see. So I think it's just a bit of a precautionary tale for us all. And obviously, unfortunately, Danielle's lost money. She's managed to realise and not lose all of the kind of gift cards and things that she was giving away, but she obviously is out of pocket by it. But you know, I think the lesson is you do not put giveaway on your thumbnail or on any part of your announcement or kind of blurb that you might put in the comments box to introduce it. And you certainly ask your subscribers not to write giveaway in the comments, because it is a red herring. So yeah, lesson for everybody not to do it. So don't do it. If you're going to do a giveaway, don't do it. Anyway, I am going to tidy the kitchen and resume the stitchy position. I'll catch you in a bit. Come on, Days. Right, it's 9 o'clock. I've got myself a cup of tea. Let me put it down there. Nice and strong, just how I like it. So I thought I'd just get back under my little cushion here, my little blanket, and show you what I've done. So I'm really pleased with my progress so far. So let me just get a hold of this and show you in relation to the pattern where I am. So I have been working all around this section. Here's Daisy. Daisy, back off a minute. Back off. Back off. So I'm just coming down here now, and this is where like her arm and the main part of her bodice starts in that section there. So I'm trying to get it to focus. I'm just coming sort of onto this bit here. So I've got most of this sleeve area done, so the only thing that needs to go in there are the beads, and obviously a hand sits up here. So I'm going to do another hour before I need to go to bed, because I want to get an early night, because hopefully I'll feel better for work tomorrow. So I'm going to do another hour, and then I'll come back and show you just as I go to bed. Just got to show you the state of this. This is Daisy literally sat next to me demanding a belly rub. I don't know if I can get her all in, but oh my goodness, she's just so funny, aren't you? Look at that face. Daisy, you're so funny. What she wouldn't do for a belly rub, this little dog, I can't even begin to tell you. So anyway, back to stitching after I've finished snuggling here. Daisy, you're so cheap. There we go. It's now 20 past 10 and I've finished the third part of the trial of Christine Keeler. It's really good. It was on BBC iPlayer. Have a look if you haven't seen it to see if it's still there. I'm halfway through. It's really intriguing. There's a lot of stuff going on that I wasn't aware of. In terms of history, the music's great because it's the 60s, and yeah, the fashion's also really nice as well. But I just thought I would come on and show you my finished points. So since I last saw you, I've come down the side of a bodice, and then I've actually started to stitch in the white of a bodice, and there's some of this light sort of like lilac-y grey within it, and the rest is beadwork. So it's really quite pretty actually. It'll be lovely when it's done. So I'll put in a little photo of where I was when I started. So I have literally stitched the entire area of that, so I'm really chuffed. I've stitched for about, well, maybe 6.5 hours ish today. My throat's sore, so I'm going to go and get myself to bed and get snuggly. This one, my little stitchy buddy, is all ready for bed anyway, so I'm going to put her out for a last wee and head to bed and hopefully be nice and well tomorrow for work. So with that said, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. I hope you enjoyed the kind of stitchy daily update with me, and yeah, I will see you soon, no doubt. Take care. Bye. Lots of love.